now that it's done, now that it's official?
Yeah, it feels like a big weight off my shoulders. It's been going on for about 2 months. People have been talking about it. I've been talking to Elizabeth and to Mr. Candelino, and it's like coming full circle for me. I grew up in Elizabeth on South Broad Street. I played here. I coached here for 10 years. Now I'm coming back, and it feels really great. It really does. I'm excited. It's another opportunity to try and take another team in another district to the top like we were at Linden.
How do the kids from Linden take it? Who will be back next year?
I haven't really met with them yet. I didn't think it was the right thing to do talking to them before I got the job. So hopefully we can meet tomorrow. Tomorrow's graduation at Linden. Hopefully I can get some of the underclassmen in there and discuss it with them. They all kind of had a feeling, but I never said anything official to them. And that's what hurts. Anytime you leave anything behind that was successful and that was part of your life, it's not easy. I met with the superintendent today for an hour and a half at Linden, and it was a great conversation, and we left as as friends. This was just something that was something that's always been brought up, and for the past 20 years, people always say, when's he going to go back to Elizabeth? When's he going to go back to Elizabeth? Well, I'm back in Elizabeth now, and very fortunate that I had not only my longtime assistant coach, but one of my best friends in life, Marty Luke, also got named tonight as the supervisor of athletics. Marty's, after all these years of me being the boss, now Marty's going to be my boss. I don't know how we're going to take that, but we'll find out soon enough.
You told me that you sought some advice from Bob Hurley.
Yes.
What did Bob Hurley tell you?
He said to me, basically, he said, you're from Elizabeth. Elizabeth, he said, what you've done in Linden's been amazing. He said, nobody can deny that. But Elizabeth is the benchmark of Union County basketball. He said, and with them not being on top, Union County's not as good as it should be. And, we talked a little bit more and stuff with salaries and my positions, and typical Coach Hurley way. He said, if you don't take it, I will come to your house and kick your butt all the way down to Elizabeth until you can take the job. But, I've never played for Coach, obviously, but we have a pretty special and unique relationship. I spoke last year at his 50th retirement dinner. Obviously, he's the best. And somebody that I've learned to, throughout the years to become another mentor to me. I have a lot of them. I have, Benny Candelino, Jerry Moore, Bob Firestone, my brother Michael, my brother Tommy, my dad. I had a lot of mentors growing up, and I consider Bob Hurley one of my mentors too.
Tell me how your family reacts to this now.
I said this to everybody. My mom surprisingly worked at Elizabeth High School for about 25 years, and she was the only one who didn't want me to take this. My wife, my children, my brothers, you got to do it, you got to do it. I got a funny story. My mom said, all those guys, all the older guys, Jerry Moore and Bob Firestone and Dave Costello, and she just went down. She says, they're not there to protect you anymore. And I said, Mom, I'm one of those older guys now. She didn't quite get it, but I've been doing this for 30 years. 30 years ago, actually, the first game I ever coached was right in this gym here in Jefferson as a 9th grade coach. And I never look back. I love what I do. I think that from covering me. I have a lot of passion for kids. I have a lot of passion for the game of basketball. And, this is going to be a great challenge to put Elizabeth back on top. I was here in 1984. My senior year was Benny's first year here as a coach, and we won the county championship. And to me, that kind of kicked off that great run that Elizabeth had from 84 to 98. Well, that's why I said earlier, coming full circle. I was here in 84, and we're going to do well again in 2019, and I'm telling everybody, I'm not coming here to lose. I'm not a good loser, so I'm coming here, we're going to win.